Okay, 4.2's recording is about homogeneous equations with constant coefficients that are higher order. So higher order, we assume solutions are of the form y equals e to the RT. So then you could factor that out, and you'd have a naught r to the n plus a1 r to the n minus 1 plus dot 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 n minus 1 r plus a naught equaling 0. Which, if you remember, this is the characteristic equation or characteristic polynomial. And then set equal to 0 becomes the characteristic equation. Okay, so with repeated roots, get your characteristic equation. Solve, use your calculator. Or synthetic division, I guess. If it's cubic, you would expect to have 3 solutions. They are all distinctly different, so you're just going to use E. All right, and you got, if you have a third order differential equation, you need to have 3 initial conditions, and you're going to have to you're going to have the original y, its first derivative, and its second derivative, and then use those initial conditions. So using our initial conditions first, set this plug in 0, set equal to 1. You're going to have C1 plus C2 plus C3 is equal to 1. Then plugging in 0, you're going to have 7C1 plus minus 4C2 plus, this is a 3, sorry, plus 2C3 is equal to negative 2. And 49C1 plus 16C2 plus 4C3 is equal to negative 4. Again, use your calculator, solve. Y is equal to negative 16 over 55 e to the 7t plus 14 over 33 e to the negative 4t plus 13 over 15 e to the 2t. Okay, when we do 2, we have repeated roots and no initial conditions, so we're just going to leave it with c's. When we solve this, we're going to get R1 is equal to 1/2, but R2, 3, and 4 is equal to negative 2. That means you have a multiplicity of 3. So this is where you have to do that repeated root thing again. C2 e to the negative 2t plus C3t e to the negative 2t plus C4 t squared e to the negative 2t. Okay, and then we have our when we have a complex root, This one we get R1 equals 1, R2 and 3 are 5, and our 4 and 5 are complex. So y of t is c1 e to the t plus c2 e to the 5t plus c3 t e to the 5t plus e to the 2t c4 cosine t plus c5 sine t. Right, your mama. Okay, and the last thing. We get r to the 4th plus 16 equals 0. You get r1 and 2 is equal to negative square root of 2 plus and minus I square root of 2. 3 and 4, positive 2 plus and minus I square root of 2. So y of t is equal to e to the negative square root of 2t c1 cosine square root of 2t plus c2 sine square root of 2t plus e to the positive square root of 2t c3 cosine square root of 2t sine square root of 2. All right, and that is that.